If you're anything like a lot of people out there, you're probably wondering, why the heck didn't Supergirl tell Superman about his parents? Well, James Gunn has actually come forward and answered that. But before that, my 2 cents. Okay, there's a lot of things that we can surmise about the whole Jor-El and Lara sort of being really manipulative and wanting Superman to come to Earth to reign supreme. I think there's a couple things at play. A, I think it could potentially be a Brainiac thing. Potentially the footage was doctored by Brainiac. Although, here's my problem with that. So that's a theory that is going around a lot. Here's my big problem with that. If that happens, it sort of destroys the arc that we got in Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn, starring David Corn Sweat. So, at the end of the movie, obviously, spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen this movie, it's like, what are you doing? Get on it. Go and see it. Surpassed $550 million, by the way. Really, really awesome. At the end of the movie, it shows, instead of Superman wanting to listen to his Kryptonian parents when he's recovering or when he's relaxing, it shows him listening to his Earth parents. Now, while I didn't love the way that they portrayed the Earth parents, Jonathan and Martha, in Superman 2025, I do really appreciate that this is the route that they took. So he's sort of settling into his human nature. He's becoming a person of Earth, and he's accepting that his actual parents are Jonathan and Martha Kent, whilst Jor-El and Lara are the people that sent him to save his life and potentially take over the world. Who knows? And I like that. I like that we see that arc. I like that we see that change. So if they were to change that in a future movie and decide, nah, actually it was Brainiac that doctored the film, it kind of undercuts that ending. And I've said this before, like if you have a remake or a reboot or something, it doesn't really undercut anything. You can still enjoy the first thing, like the original thing. Like, for example, this Superman doesn't ruin any other version of Superman. It just doesn't. You can still enjoy those other versions and despise this one or enjoy this one. But I think in this particular case, because it is the same franchise, it's the same universe, I think if they do that, it'd be a bit of a misstep. But that's my opinion. That's who am I, right? And that's not even anything that's been confirmed. So who really knows if that's going to come to play? But just the way that they're talking, like the way that they emphasize that this footage couldn't be doctored by anybody. Like Mr. Terrific said it, Lex said it. It's like, no. Again, I don't understand why Mr. Terrific is so adamant that I know these guys. They wouldn't say it's real if it was fake. It's like, well, if Lex Luthor paid them, they probably would. But they made it such a point for us to know that this is not fake footage, that it would be a big plot twist, a little bit of a reveal if Brainiac was in fact behind it all. But again, that wouldn't be, I don't think that would be my favorite thing. So now on to what James Gunn said. So why didn't Supergirl warn Superman about his parents? Well, James Gunn said, you're assuming that, and I'm, what's when you're quoting somebody, but it's not a direct quote. It's what are you doing? What are you doing? What is it called? You're not side quoting, misquoting, partial quoting. No, what the hell am I looking for? I'm gonna look it up. It's live theater. What is it called when you're using a partial quote? It is called a partial quote. Okay. Paraphrase. I'm paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is what I'm doing. Okay, that was crazy. I'm paraphrasing. James Gunn said, you're assuming that all Kryptonians are the same. You're assuming that they're from the same spot. You know, Kara is younger than Superman, so there's no reason why she would know. And that makes sense. So there really is no reason for Supergirl to understand why Superman's parents are the way that they are and why they sent him to Earth the way that they sent him. But again, I'd also surmise that if she doesn't know, or if she had access to that information, perhaps it is, well, it's not something that is nefarious. It's not actually, they didn't actually have him come to Earth to rule. Maybe in her mind, they have him coming to Earth to be part of it, to help them, to show them the light. And so there's no reason for her to say anything. because the footage may have been doctored by Brainiac, if that makes sense, if we are to believe that theory. But I mean, this coming from the director kind of makes sense that that's actually the case. She wouldn't. Why would she know? She's younger, and it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that I thought was really interesting, because there have been a couple of questions I've seen. Why didn't Supergirl say anything? And that would be the answer to that. But definitely some interesting theories out there. What are your thoughts? Do you think that they're going to keep Lara and Jor-El canon in terms of the fact that they wanted him to come to Earth and take over? What do you think? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts about that plot twist. But that's all I have to say about that. Very exciting news. I did get the Sim Cosplay Christopher Reeve Superman costume today in the mail. So that suit I'm going to be reviewing in the next few days, next week or so, probably in the next few days. That might come out, if today is Tuesday, that might come out on Friday or Saturday. So very, very exciting times ahead. Can't wait for that. Also got the Unibuy Plus suit coming for the Ultra Superman 2025 suit. And the Pro Cosplay one is coming as well. That new one that they put out. Keep in mind that is not a muscle suit underneath. That is just, if you see that photo, it's not a muscle suit. It's a mannequin underneath. But yeah, that's about it. So very exciting stuff coming. We'll continue to bring you some news and stuff about Supergirl probably moving forward. But look, make sure you catch me at Superfit Cosplay on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.